Good morning, all you hardcore boxing fans. How you doing? It's Big Porky here, the voice of hardcore boxing. I hope you're alright. I hope you're alright, Steffi Bull as well. Keep them text messages and comments coming. Right. We're gonna go through a bit of news. I think we'll do a bit of news before we plod on with the day's events. But first of all, I want to say that I hope you all enjoyed the bit of light-hearted entertainment from yesterday. As you could see, it wasn't me. It was my business partner, NJ. For all those that are curious, looks like she was having a bit of a game of snooker and decided to do an impression at Queen. So very funny, just a bit of light-hearted entertainment, and there might be more of that. I ain't got a problem with that. She's very funny, so we're just going to keep it. We're going to keep it real and mix it up a bit, because it's not just about boxing channel. There's other avenues that we're going to explore, and we're going to keep throwing little bits in here, there and everywhere of it next few weeks, and test the market, see what you all think, because there's more to life than just boxing, but boxing's a big part of our lives, and that's what this channel is mainly going to be. But every now and then we're going to throw a curveball in just to jazz it up a bit, and just to test the waters. But anyway, we'll go straight in with the action, shall we? If I hear anything, if I see anything or read anything out now that I don't agree with, I'm going to whack this. This is called the BS button, or BSB. So, alright, so keep listening. Right, Gvozdyk to take voluntary before Brown, before mandatory versus Brown. Well, I think that's a good idea for him, because the simple reason is that's an hard fight for him. That could be a 50-50 fight. That could be a 50-50 fight for Brown and Gvozdyk. So, what do you think, Piggy? Yeah, he agrees with me. So that's a 50-50 fight. So that's a good business decision. I agree with that. So Manny Pacquiao versus Adrian Broner. CompuBox, but by the numbers. Not really interested in that, but I'm going to have a look anyway, because this is going to show you what exactly, how many punches they landed. Average punches landed per round by Broner versus Pacquiao. 4 punches per round. Right, this is how deluded Adrian Broner is. And by the way, I had Pacquiao to win on points. Average punches landed per round by Broner in his previous 5 fights, 15. So he's gone from 15 punches per round landed to 4 punches per round. This is why CompuBox, I think it's a good thing, because it gives you an overall. When judges have scored it, you can have a look and think, well, you know, I agree with that. Or 12 rounds in which Broner landed in single digits in connects versus Pacquiao. So he never landed more than 9 punches in any rounds. 22 punches thrown by Broner in round 12 versus Pacquiao. 22? Oh God. That's a 50 what Joe Calzaghe throws. 24 average punches thrown per round by Broner. God. 43 average punches thrown per round by Broner in his previous fights. 30 average jabs thrown per round by Pacquiao versus Broner. 17 average jabs thrown per round by Pacquaio in his previous 5 fights. 31 most punches thrown in any round by Broner, rounds 4 to 11. 42% connection rate of Pacquiao's punches landed versus Broner versus body shot. I don't even need to go on any longer. No way that Broner won that fight. He lost it by a landslide. Get over it. Start coming out with your stupid comments and winding people up and winding media up, and you'll get another pay-per-view fight. But at the moment, Broner, you car crash TV. That's why you're getting these fights. You are car crash TV. You are what is currently wrong with boxing now. He does numbers. He does numbers. He does numbers. People who do numbers get more opportunities than kids who can fight and who put the effort in. That is what's wrong with boxing today. You can't blame them if they can get away with it. They're more bothered in promoting themselves on social media and blah blah blah, some fighters, than actually going out and training. Because your Adrian Broners of this world are going to get hurt at some stage. They're going to have one fight too many, and then we're all going to be sat there with his head in his hands saying, if only, if only, if only. Alright? Adrian Broner statement on boxing scene. I'll be back, all you mother effers. You will still tune in. Not interested in you, Broner. Pulev versus Helenius class still be worked out for Crawford Khan undercard. Not interested in that either. Why would Pulev want to risk his position as number 1 for Joshua, number 1 mandatory, fighting Helenius? What if he gets a head clash? Why would you risk a 25% of the Joshua money payday? Why would you risk that to fight Helenius, a big gangly guy? Curtis Stevens heading to 154, eyes Hurd, Lara, Harrison, Mungua. Maybe a good move for him because he's not going to do anything at 160, is he? Kovalev asks fans not to be hasty at conclusions on situation. I don't think you could judge him till he's been through the courts, so I'm a firm believer in that. Chris Algieri confident he can raise his level against Hooker. Chris Algieri is shot to pieces. Hooker beats him. They're both at different stages of the career. Eddie Hearn, Wilder, his handlers don't have decency to answer back. Eddie Hearn not answering back. Kettle calling black, pot black there, I think, innit? The world according to Eddie, aka EddieWatch.com. We love him really. Caleb Plant, I'm the big dog at 168, they've got to come see me. Caleb Plant, I'm the big dog at 168. Chris Eubank Jr. very pleased with camp ahead of the Gale clash. Well, he's not going to say that he's not happy with it, is he? He's not going to say it's a crap camp. When have you ever heard a fighter say, oh, I've had a terrible camp, it was shocking? They always say, best camp I've ever had. Stronger, faster, quicker than a speeding bullet. So, Chris Eubank Jr. There you go. Old Fish Eyes Frank Warren. Joshua made massive mistake in snubbing Wilder. Very good point, Frank. Go to the top of the class with an apple for the teacher. Well done. Frank is back. Return of the Fish. Miles Shink win. Back in March, defends the English title. Good luck to you, Miles. Chart wins appeal. Reinstated as WBA regular titleist. Box off to follow. Who cares? Frank Warren to wait out Warrington versus Galahad purse bid. Who wants to see that? Who would pay to see that fight? Frampton versus Warrington rematch in Ireland. Frampton's final fight. That's what we want to see, Frank. Who has Galahad beat? Come on. Galahad pay-per-view fight. Oh God. Shocking. Shocking. Amir Khan, the offers for Crawford and Brook were literally the same. But yet you'll still get the Brook fight, won't you, Amir? Whereas if you fought Kell Brook and lost, you'd not get the Crawford fight. So good business move. Feel for Kell Brook though. Tyson Fury. Wilder's the one who has to redeem himself, not me. I don't agree with that for the simple reason that Wilder's got the belt, and he really, so why does he care? He has the belt. So that's how I look at it. He has the belt, and I don't think that fight's going to happen, to be honest. I don't. I mean, it'd have been signed by now, wouldn't it? I mean, December. We're nearly getting on for 2 months now, aren't we? They're all waiting to see what Joshua does, aren't they? It's all in the mix. Everybody's playing their hand, aren't they? Dillian White's talking to people. Tyson's talking to Frank. He's talking to Eddie. There's only Joshua that's stayed loyal, really, and he's talking to just Eddie, isn't he? So everybody else is talking. Listen, this is how I look at it. There's talkers and there's salt and vinegar walkers. Remember that. Big Lou DiBella, aka Blue Lou. Me and Lou DiBella get on alright. After Comey beats Chanive, or something, Chanive, we want Lomachenko. Yeah, you will do. You want the Lomachenko money, won't you? But nobody's beating Lomachenko at the moment. Scardina, Keka, Leinen tops Matchroom Italy card on March 8th. Oh my God, we need to go on that one. Hang on a minute. It's Porky. Book us a flight to Italy. We need to go see the Scardina Kekalainen fight. March the 8th in Italy. We need to get another battery for Cameron, or we need to get a travel plug. We can't miss that. There'll be a stampede. Get tickets quick. Hearn cautions, now or never for White to accept Joshua offer. Not another Eddie Hearn, it's now or never offer. I think we've heard this about 5 times, haven't we, to Amir Khan. Amir, it's now or never for you and Kell. It's now or never. Eddie Hearn talks a load of shit. News, LeBron, Benson, Hamza, O'Donnell, Cerrone, Barlow, not interested. Pacquiao, if Mayweather can't fight at my level, stay retired. Nobody in world boxing wants to see 2 men in the 40s macing the fans yet again for hundreds of millions of dollars. And they've got no shame, these people. They've got no shame. And what are the WBC going to do? Invent a belt. Let's invent a belt, a world title belt, like the Conor McGregor Mayweather fight. We'll have a gold-plated WBC belt, just so we can get some sanctioning fees. It is utter. Harrison Charlo rematch order, new final eliminator too. Good, I agree with that. Pacquiao versus Broner replay, January 26th on Showtime. Hang on a minute. Put this in diary for 26th of January. Remind me, we need to watch it. January 26th, Pacquiao Broner replay. We can't miss it. There'll be another stampede. Showtime. Be quiet. Showtime should be ashamed of themselves putting that on replay. Who'd want to see that again? Badu Jack, I'm a fighter, so I ain't gonna quit. I like that kind of talk because I'm not a quitter myself. So, good old Badu Jack. Keith Thurman versus Joses Tito Lopez, added undercard fights. Keith Thurman needs to start fighting somebody now, doesn't he really? But he needs to fight Errol Spence. Bob Arum, aka the Bob Father. Joshua damaged his credibility. Fury viewed as #1 in US. I agree with that. You've got Tyson Fury, Dave Allen winning it, and Tyson beating Wilder by a round. If you watch his interview with IFL, I thought a draw's fair considering the 2 knockdowns. When I watched it again, as you know, with the sound turned down and I didn't have Barry Jones and John Rawlins cheerleading, you know, like Tyson Fury mascots. Turned the sound down, Tyson won it by 2 rounds. Wilder were known as the man, really, wasn't he? Because Joshua didn't want to fight him. So you could say Tyson's viewed as the man, so... But he ain't got no belts, has he? And on his CV, he's not had a decent win since 2015. We're now in 2019. No belts, no win for 4 years. So he needs to get a fight signed and go get Wilder knocked out. Then he can be known as the man who's got every belt. But at the moment, not got a belt. That's why there's always going to be problems with splits, because they're going to say, we ain't got a belt. So is the fight going to happen? I don't know. I think they'll both go their separate ways looking at it. Nobody really wants to fight each other. They all want to keep earning. Joses Tito Lopez values improvements to his game under Garcia. Well, he's going to say that, isn't he? He's going to say that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He's going to say that. So, Francisco Vargas vows revenge. I'm not impressed by Burchill. Another one who's got to say that, hasn't he? Crawford Khan, Madison Square Garden, chosen as the site. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. That's going to be a great fight, that. I hope Amir performs to the best of his abilities. It makes the Brook fight even bigger if Kell gets a good win. David Lemieux versus John Ryder, possible for Canelo Jacobs card. That's another good fight as well. Leonard Ellaby, aka GQ Man of the Year, best looking African American in America. Leonard Ellaby says Pacquaio has many options at 147 but not Mayweather. Well, they're going to say that, aren't they, really? They're going to say that. They're going to keep you intrigued. Floyd Mayweather will keep going and keep going and keep going. Mark my words, he will get beat sooner or later because Father Time waits for no man. Brian Ceballo, staying level-headed, taking things step by step. Go on, Brian. Canelo says, beating Jacobs, I'll be one step away from undisputed. You need to fight Golovkin, really. We need a clear winner, don't we, in the Golovkin fight. You've got to fight Golovkin. Raymar Cabello, Romero, Duno get opponents for February 9th. Not interested. Freddie Roach, aka... That's before I've even read it. Freddie Roach, Pacquiao with 2 hands does much better versus Floyd. Listen, let me tell you something about Freddie Roach, shall I? I know people that know him very well. Freddie Roach is motivated by one thing, and one thing only. Money. Just like Eddie Hearn. Very, 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 very greedy man. Would sell his soul for $1.01. Remember that. Freddie Roach, for 10 years, kept saying Manny Pacquiao were punching harder than ever. But he never had a stoppage for about 10 years on it. But yeah, he was punching. Every time Manny had a fight, oh, he's punching harder than ever. He's punching like he did versus Ricky Hatton and Cotto and Margarita. But he was 10 years or nearly 10 years without a stoppage. Freddie Roach. Carlos Takam feels time is right for Derek Chisora rematch. More recycled from Matchroom. Leon Woodstock takes a swipe at British champ Sam Bowen. Go on, Leon, I like you. Right, I think that's it for a little bit of a roundup. We're now going to go on to something totally different. The next video is going to be even better. So keep on trucking. Keep supporting boxing, this great sport. And shout out to Steffi Bull. How are you doing, Steffi? Boom! Never knew love before till I found you. Just what fight do people exactly want? Do we want Tyson, Fury, the Gypsy King? What fight do we want? There's a good picture Tyson. I don't know who's knocking about there. Looks like Pianetta. Or do we want Big Dosser Femi? Look at Femi. Look at arms on him, eh? All that diet weight he has. What fight do you want to see next? Oh, do we want Wilder? And who's he beating there? Another Dosser. Watchers on YouTube. No bull, just Porky. And don't forget to subscribe. Keep on trucking. And let's not forget, because we're going to be doing live shows soon. We'll take these on live shows if I decide to do them. Look at that, eh? Look at that. Steffi Bull's not got one of them, has he? Eh?